Grace and peace be yours in abundance through the knowledge of God and of Jesus our Lord. His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of Him who called us by His own glory and goodness. Through these, He has given us His very great and precious promises, so that through them you may participate in the divine nature, having escaped the corruption in the world caused by evil desires. For this very reason, make every effort to add to your faith goodness, and to goodness, knowledge, and to knowledge, self-control, and to self-control, perseverance, and to perseverance, godliness, and to godliness, mutual affection, and to mutual affection, love.
Many of us struggle with life's challenges, which can often feel overwhelming. But Peter, in his second epistle, reminds us that faith and love have an extraordinary power to soften the harshness of existence. Love is like a balm that heals wounds and brings comfort, while faith gives us the strength and power to overcome life's challenges. So, how can we practice these values in our daily lives? The Apostle Peter reminds us that our faith is not static. Faith is not something we receive once and for all, but a dynamic reality that requires constant growth and development. St. Peter points to 7 qualities that should enrich our faith: virtue and knowledge, self-control and perseverance, godliness, brotherly kindness, and love. The first step on this path is virtue, which is the foundation of our Christian life. In today's world, where moral values are often relativized, we must courageously strive for moral excellence, guided by the teachings of Christ. The second step is knowledge. We cannot be Christians in name only. We must know God, His will, and His word. Search the Scriptures, Jesus tells us in the 5th chapter of John's Gospel, because they testify about Him. Knowing God is the key to true life in faith. Next is self-control. In a world full of colorful offers and temptations, the ability to practice self-control is an invaluable virtue. Self-control protects us from falling and allows us to maintain inner freedom. The following step is perseverance. The Christian life is a marathon, not a sprint. St. Paul, in the 4th chapter of the 2nd epistle to Timothy, says, "I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith." Perseverance in the long distances of life's challenges helps us achieve goals, survive hardships, and avoid temptations. The 5th element is godliness. Godliness is not just about religious rituals, but above all, a deep relationship with God. It is living in His presence every day, in every action and thought. Next, brotherly kindness. The Apostle John, in the 4th chapter of his first epistle, reminds us, "Whoever does not love their brother and sister, whom they have seen, cannot love God, whom they have not seen." Brotherly kindness is an expression of our love for God, manifested in our relationships with others. Finally, love as the crown of all virtues. St. Paul, in the Hymn of Love, says that even if we possess all gifts but do not have love, we are nothing. Love is the essence of our faith and proof that we truly believe. How can we incorporate these values into our lives? First and foremost, through prayer. Let us ask God for help and grace to grow in faith. Second, through reading the Holy Scriptures. There we find God's guidance and wisdom. Third, through concrete actions. Let our faith be visible in our deeds, in our daily work, in family life, and in our relationships with others. St. James, in the 2nd chapter of his epistle, teaches, "Faith, if not accompanied by action, is dead." Our faith must bear fruit. It must be alive and active. Let today's words of St. Peter inspire and call us to action. Let our faith grow and bear abundant fruit. Remember, strong faith helps us in life, and sacrificial love softens the harshness of existence. May God's grace and peace multiply in us through the knowledge of God and Jesus our Lord,